What up?
Hey, so to find the manubrium, you're going to follow your clavicle to the most medial point where the sternoclavicular joint attaches, and then down there is the manubrium, which is the most severe part of the sternum.
Thank you, Mr. Boney. Now we're going to find it on our friend Lily, who has very prominent clavicles. Go ahead and follow that medially. There's the SC joint, which is going to attach to the manubrium, which is going to be right about here.
Furthermore, about the clavicle, so if you move to the other side, you'll meet the acromial end because of the acromion right here.
Again, on Lily now. Very pronounced clavicles. Sternal end is going to be the most medial of the body, and then acromial end is going to be towards the acromion process, most lateral of the body. If you dig under all those deltoids, you'll find it.
In order to find the coracoid process, you're going to move laterally from the clavicle until you find the acromion process, and then from there you're going to go medially and go right under it in this little spot right here.
And a bonus for you, Dr. Gooden. Once you find the coracoid process, fun fact, the short head of the biceps actually originates there. That's why if you kind of get in there and palpate it, it feels a little uncomfortable. Hey, this is the scapula, if you guys didn't know, and this is going to be the most lateral border, is this guy right here, which serves the purpose of attachment for a lot of ligaments and muscles, and it'll help with upward rotation as well. Lateral border right there.
Okay, this is the inferior angle of the scapula, and it serves as the most inferior point of the scapula. And it is also the attachment point for the teres major and a few fibers of the lucus dorsi. So this is the medial border of the scapula, and it helps with scapular adduction and during scapular retraction. And it also serves as the point of attachment for the rhomboids, as an example. So here we have the scapular spine right here, and you can see it palpated right here on Haley, and then also here on our skeletal friend. And it serves as the point of attachment for the supraspinatus and infraspinatus. Okay, so that's right. Point of attachment, right?
Some general movements of the scapula include elevation, depression, upward rotation through abduction, downward rotation through adduction, protraction, and then retraction. Yeah, when they adduct through retraction.
By the way, the increased mobility of the shoulder joint causes decreased stability. So all the muscles along here in the shoulder joint and the back really help to keep that shoulder joint stable. Go.
Now, the shoulder joint is very different than, let's say, the hip joint, because the hip joint, very stable, right? And not very mobile, The shoulder joint, very mobile. You got circumflexion everywhere, but that's because the joint is more like this, kind of a ball and socket, ball and T. And so the scapula, that's why it's very helpful for that stability.
So in our therapeutic plan for Jae, we recommend some strength exercises, such as the dumbbell lateral raises with light resistance, because it will work her rotator cuff muscles, specifically the supraspinatus through abduction. And then another strength exercise that can help her increase strength is an arm reach, where she'll lie supine, extend her arms and legs, and engage her abdominal muscles. She'll flex one arm towards the ceiling, lifting until her scapula comes off of the floor. And then she'll hold this exercise for about 5 seconds and repeat it on both sides. For G-high stretching exercises, we would recommend full range of motion stretches, such as horizontal adduction and abduction. And in addition to this, we would recommend the doorway stretch, which will also help her overuse. For the doorway stretch, she should start by standing in the doorway, holding both sides just at shoulder height. Then lean forward gently, keeping the back straight until there is a light stretch in the pectoral muscles. She should not feel any pain, just a stretch.
We are recommending that Jihai find some way to get a soft tissue massage, probably at her physical therapist. She should request that she receive this massage after she does her PT exercises in order to release some of the tension that has been built up. Jihai is most likely compensating on her right side during her daily activities due to the stress that she has been putting on her left shoulder. The massage should focus on the muscles of her rotator cuff, specifically the supraspinatus, to release as much tension as possible. It would also be helpful if the PT were able to massage her upper back or even her latissimus dorsi. This will help to release her overall tension.
And Jaihe's prognosis looks good. These treatments and exercises should help her alleviate some pain in her shoulder region and even improve her posture during and outside of her practice performance sessions.